Hi guys. Hello, welcome. Good morning. I keep on thinking it's a Sunday for some reason because I wasn't working. I'm starting again tomorrow, but it's actually a Tuesday. So happy Tuesday. Good morning. Hi guys. Okay, welcome. So I'm gonna wait like a minute and then I'm gonna get straight into it. I've got a lot of things I want to speak about today. There's a lot going on with this new moon. And yeah, I mean, I committed to this live and I've been purging so intensely today. You guys can let me know what you've been feeling and what's been up on your side. I will speak about my astral experience as well. Welcome, hi. Thank you for being here, guys. Hello, Canada, Turkey, Czech Republic. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, so today has been incredibly intense. I think it's the moon, but there must be other stuff coming through as well. What's today, 21st? Yeah, tomorrow, 22nd, 02. There's a portal tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 22nd. Yeah. Okay, so it must be that as well. Yeah, so I woke up this morning, first of all, with my sinuses completely clogged, which is something that doesn't happen to me because I don't really eat dairy. And I was like, okay. Then I had to drive about 400 kilometers to get home because I was away with, I took a few days off. As I start driving, I get hit by the most intense nausea. I thought I was so sick in my stomach, guys. And obviously, like, what I could do was burp it out just to make it better. But it lasted for about an hour and a half. And, I thought everything. I was like, okay, maybe I'm driving on an empty stomach. I never really have any problems like that. I don't really get nauseated. I don't really eat things that could make me nauseated. I hadn't eaten anything. I was on an empty stomach, but I'd been hydrated. I had a good dinner last night. There was no reason for me to feel that way other than it was something energetic, okay? So that's the first thing. And obviously I woke up and I had that really insane astral experience. So that's the first thing. Then after a while, like I'm driving and I start cramping in my lower abdomen. And I was like, okay, like, even when I PMS, I don't really cramp. Like I get a little bit of like minor tingly pains here and there. I don't really have pains. Like I'm generally very, very healthy. Like so that was weird. And I actually had to like stop the car and breathe through it. It literally felt like I was giving birth. It felt like a birth contraction. And I mean, I had a C-section, so I didn't even experience like the hectic ones. That's what it felt like. So that was quite intense as well. Then the nausea kind of subsided because I was like, guys, can you please just let me get home? Like I need to drive, I need to get home. So I called in assistance and protection and then, and it was on and off some burping, which was okay. Then I got home. After a while that I'm home, I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit hungry. I had some nuts and then I had a banana. It was like the worst idea ever, which banana is like the first thing they'll give you if you have nausea or stuff in your stomach. My stomach was like so intensely nauseated and I kept on like, guys, I was doing these burps, like I kid you not, like I felt like some kind of yeti, like blah, blah, like it was intense, like it was very, very intense and clearing, coupled with yawnings and whatnot. And then I spoke to a friend of mine who's also a colleague and she was in the same boat the whole day. So I was like, okay, it's nice that, we communicate. And it's nice we're on the same, we do kind of like the same line of work and we're on the same vibration. So whenever one of the two is feeling on an energetic level, then generally so is the other one. So that was kind of like confirmation for me. So if you've been nauseated, cramps, stomach, it's like that's what I've been picking up. She was also struggling with a headache. I didn't really have that, but I have been feeling very, very exhausted. So I'm very grateful that I didn't have any clients booked for today. So that was that. I'll tune in tonight with the moon energy and see what comes through. Yeah, I think Venus is in Pisces right now as well, which is actually like where mine is. So I might be feeling it more that way. Anyway, I don't follow that much. Like, I know the moons and things and whatnot, but I'll feel and then I'll look up and be like, okay, this is what's going on. So those of you who follow me know that I do have like a basis in astrology, but it's not like my prime thing that I do, okay? Oh, there you go. Someone's saying Venus is in Aries. Well, I'm an Aries, so there you go. I did think that it had yeah, so just moving. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. But don't worry, it's Pluto. Yeah, there was that time where everyone was like, blame everything on Pluto. Yeah, so I thought that the Venus had something to do with it. See, I had read something somewhere. Thank you guys for correcting me. Okay. So that's my physical and what's been going on in a physical. So my astral experience, guys, this was mental. Okay, so I've been in the past 4 days. I was kind of like in the middle of nowhere. If you guys follow my other profile, you saw I was in a nature reserve. So I would wake up at like 5 every morning, go like on game drives, go to sleep at 9. Like just really relaxing and like de-stressing and unwinding from everything, okay? My astral space Nayo Turku Ishina Takrieta Rieshira Takra. I've been actually drinking detox tea that's helping me settle my stomach. I'm scared of eating anything. Taro trieto kumai shinataka. Trieta krua tria sirata krai shirata krieto kumai shinataka. Tieto kumai shira trieta kura trieta kriesara. It's okay if you corrected me. Someone wrote never correcting you, just sharing. I love you a lot. I love you too, but it's also okay if you're correcting me. Takoro ishinataka mieto kukaria chira sirata krai siroto kumara trieta kra. This will help move through what you've been receiving and picking up. There's a lot of gentle presence in these codes that have been coming through today. Okay, so my astral experience. Okay, so I was basically in this kind of like in this field with maybe like 60, 70 other people, and we were all like talking and chilling and having like, we were just like having a normal time, eating some food. It was kind of like almost like a farm space in the open. It was green. There were a few trees on the side. It was very beautiful, very relaxing. Okay. All of a sudden, I turn around and I see these. And okay, I must specify, guys. I saw a fleet of ships moving through where I was staying yesterday. So we were in the car, we were driving out, and there was a whole fleet. I posted it on my stories on my other profile. I'll post it on as a post as well, but there's like 5 or 6 different stories where you see the whole fleet. There was the mothership, then there was like, it must have been at least 10 of them. It was a lot. So there was the main one, and then 2 or 3 smaller ones, and then 3 or 4 even smaller ones. So I saw this huge fleet, which was very interesting because I hadn't seen a fleet in a while. I do see like single spaceships, sometimes 2 or 3 of them, but this was like a big fleet moving somewhere. Like there were a lot of them. So probably that had something to do with it as well. Anyway, so long story short, I see these like clowns that kind of like are in the shape of balls, and from these clowns, I see kind of like little spaceships, but round. And then these round spaceships start coming down. And there's like 20 of them in a row. So imagine you're looking at a mirror. You have 2 mirrors facing each other. That's what I saw. I saw through a lot of planes, okay? So that's what it looked like. It looked like there were many of them, one after the other in sequence. And all of us standing there, we all knew, this isn't real. We were all saying, we were all like, no, this isn't real. This is, I don't want to say words that then are going to get me shadow banned, but you guys know, you know what I'm talking about. We were all like, no, this is, people pretending, this is what's happening and whatnot. So that's what everyone kind of thought, okay? But at the same time, there was a general sense of alarmness. And I was actually told, no, you need to get out of here. They were like, you're not really even supposed to be seeing this. So I was like, okay. So I start moving. There's this other man that's next to me that I've never seen before, but he's like, no, you can trust me. Like, I'm going to help you. And I felt like we kind of like It must have been someone that I've met in some previous lifetime, and whatnot. He doesn't, yeah, I might, okay, they're telling me now that, okay, yeah, this is someone that I've worked in the astral space before with, okay. He looks a little bit different than what he usually looks like, but this is him, okay. See, this is why it's good for me to retell it as well. I wrote a few things down with regards to it, but I didn't go through it again. Now that as I'm going through it, they're sending me more information. Okay, so we knew we had to go by the water. So we knew we had to kind of like move, and we couldn't really be seen. Then we see these men, like humanoids, but we didn't know if they were human or not, inside these like I think they're called hazmat suits, the completely white suits, okay, and they're kidnapping people. They're like taking people, and they're like, so we don't see where they're taking them, we just see them like kidnapping people, and then they've got these kind of like long sticks to like sort of like catch them with and like electrocute them. And then they, I just need to put some protection before I carry on. Shena takoro kieta niet musukura yeta karatriete situkura tre na rieta kiero ukora ishira takiera takra nriate kaso tokumaria chira te karatre otokura trieta kie narieta krie seroate karaishi na ya tria chira takara isira takra nrate tokumaria ishi na ni. This will help also you guys, even if it is just protection that I'm putting around me and my structures. It is going to help you guys as well. Okay. And they almost get taken like behind this wall. There's kind of like walls. The best way I can describe this place is like almost like a little farm village place, with like these little walls, and like almost like could be somewhere in the countryside in England or something like that, okay? Although it was quite sunny and bright. It didn't really look like England. So then these people get taken, and that's when me and this man, we like, okay, this is kind of like alarming. Like, it's, you know, we need to actually get out of here. So we start walking out, like kind of like, you know, I wouldn't say running because we didn't really want to bring any attention to ourselves, but we kind of started walking. There's trees, so we kind of try to hide and whatnot. Then there's people who go and hide in the house, and they're like, come here, hide in the house, And we're like, no guys, you need to actually get away from here. We need to go. You cannot be here. You can't stay in the house. It's not going to protect you. And then, okay, this is like, I don't know where these came from. These almost like, they were black and like a dark, deep violet purple animal that looked like dogs but had 6 legs. So they were kind of like, they had the resemblance of a dog, but instead of having like 2 and 2 legs, they had 3 and 3. It's sharp. And we knew that these things were not good. We're like, if these things catch us, we like screwed. We need to like get away. Meanwhile, they were obviously working for and connected to the like human in the suits, but I don't know if they were particularly being controlled by them. Anyway, long story short, we then leave these people at the house, and we're like, you guys need to go. And then as we move further on we now into almost like a foresty area, more foresty, less open air. And then as we get into this area, we kind of hear like screaming and stuff going on, and we know that the people in the house have either like been taken or something's happened to them. And then we get to the water, and then and we actually stop to get weapons. So this guy had like a sort of like bow and arrow made of light, and I was looking for my sword. I couldn't find my sword because I've got like a light sword that I use, and I couldn't find it. So I eventually get like because he's like, we need to get like things to be able to defend ourselves. So I find these, this was incredible. I find these like golden tubes of light. So imagine like a long pipe, but it's like bright shimmering gold and like crystalline made. So I was like, okay, there's 2 of them. There's a small one that I get and I put like in my jeans, and then a long one that I get, and they are incredible. They're super light. Like I thought, you know, this thing's going to be heavy, and it was like, actually no. And then I take this thing with me, and then what we do is we kind of get to the water, and then I wave this thing around, and it makes like a whole circle of like golden light around me and this person. So now we like embedded and enfolded in this golden light, and then we're like, okay, now we know we're safe. And then I woke up. So yeah, guys, so this was my mad experience of yesterday. Please, if you have any questions, it was insane. And then I tuned in just before I came on, and what came up is a lot of the souls that were kind of like being taken or going through these things are souls that are releasing and leaving. They're choosing to leave and either go back to source or to reincarnate. There's a big clearing that is happening on the astral level right now. I mean, there's always a big clearing, but there's like an even bigger one, and I think this moon obviously accentuates it. I find that with new moon and full moon, my astral space does become more active. Yeah, okay, yeah, so this was kind of like what happened. It wasn't a bad astral experience. It was an experience. I mean, I learn a lot always from these experiences. And it's nice to, first of all, share them with you guys, and then be in spaces where I'm conscious. But I woke up, I was like, no, this is insane. I was like, and it felt like I was seeing something that has happened or is going to happen, not necessarily in our timeline. And I was clearing it as well. It also almost felt at one point like I shouldn't have been there seeing it. You can try and astral project to me tonight. I doubt you'll get very far because I've got a lot of gridding in place, but you're welcome to try. Okay, so this is a good question. How do you know it's an astral experience, not a regular dream? A regular dream is also an astral experience. So a regular dream would be a co-creation of your mind, if you want to call it like a regular dream, because the astral space, okay, so how it works in the astral space is you can create anything because there's no limitation of time. So you can manifest anything instantly. However, you still need to walk. So you still need to like walk to places or fly or move around, okay? So whatever, to an extent, you are feeling, you can project, you can co-create things. For me, I'm at a point where if it's my own trauma and experience, I'll be able to trace it back to something. Or I don't really, I'm thinking when was the last time I had an actual dream that wasn't like me working in the astral, and it's probably been years. But also remember, guys, you have these experiences also to learn. So you can consider it also like a dream. Like dream is just a word, astral is a word. It's all the same and it's all connected. Books or class for this. Okay, I have how do we protect from astral bodies, how to grid. I have a workshop that will help you with psychic attacks and gridding, and it does speak about the astral as well. Thank you, Intuizione Astrologica. I think you're Spanish. I probably butchered that, but I said it in Italian. Yeah, I have a class for protection. And I'll be holding another one, but this will be in Italian in April. I've still got tickets available for my masterclass of the 4th of April. So this is what I've channeled, and I'll keep on saying this. There's going to be big shifts and things coming up and happening, and April will be quite pivotal. So I've been sent this workshop where we all need to actually anchor in together the new Metatronic grid. So it'll be anchoring on an individual level and anchoring on a collective level. It will work with the 4 elements, earth, wind, fire, and water. We will be working with north, east, south, and west. And we'll be working with the 4 archangelic collectives and Metatron. So it'll be those 4 things. And yeah, it'll be really, really incredible. They sent me this like last week and my mind was completely blown. I can't say too much because it'll obviously, there's a specific vibrational type of person that will be like, okay, I actually need to be there. I actually need to do this. I've sold quite a few tickets. I will close sales at some point just because of logistical reasons. I'm not too sure how much Zoom can hold. I've got like a I think it's Zoom Pro. Yes, if you can't be live because of the time difference, you will still anchor in the grid with the replay. Yes, guys. Yes. It'll still work with the replay, but it's not something that I will leave on my website after. So if you want to get it now. It's like the portal of the 12 that I did, the opening of that one, the 12 of the 12, which was the December one. It's just for who wants to be there, and then if you were there, you can have access to replay, but I won't be selling it on my website. The protection class is the psychic attacks and intrusive thoughts class in my website store page. All my links are in my bio, guys. And then I've got the collective healing event also up for the 12th of March. I will not be doing April because of the fact that I will be doing this workshop in April. I don't know about May. I haven't thought that far. I'll also be taking a bit of time off in April, just after the workshop. Just to like reset my system. I'm actually going to be doing some grid work in the desert, so that'll be quite interesting. So yeah, guys, that's kind of it. Do I have anything else? Oh, I'll be live on YouTube next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday. And also, yes, I'm holding an in-person workshop. No, I'm not full with the workshop. You can still get tickets. I'm holding an in-person workshop in Cape Town in April as well. So please let me know if you would like to participate to that. It'll be a light language activation. We'll be doing a lot of mindfulness meditations, learning how to move energy around your body. There'll be light codes, and yeah, there'll be a lot of beautiful things as well. Okay. So I'm going to see how tonight goes. I'll do some moon work a little bit later, and we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I think just hydrate, guys. And if you're not hungry, don't eat. Just do you ever come to New Zealand? No, but I'm thinking of coming to Australia in September. Oh, I've said this before. If any of you are in Sydney and have a space where I can host a workshop, please get in contact. If I don't see your inbox here, please message me through my website. I'll definitely see it there because it goes in my email. So get in touch with me, because I would like to hold a workshop in Sydney and potentially also in Byron Bay. So guys, let me know and then we can collaborate, okay? So the reason for me to like come either to the US or Canada or anything like that, I would come there if there's like retreats, workshops, or things that are that can be hosted. You know what I mean? New York City is on my plan. I actually lived in New York for a while back in 2011, so I did leave some of my heart there. So it is somewhere where I want to go, and I do have connections there as well. Thank you guys. My heart is so happy. You guys are always so warm and welcoming. Okay, I'm gonna be off. I'll hop on again live at some point this week, I think. Yeah, let's see. But thank you so much. Thank you everyone who tuned in. I love you. I see you. I appreciate you from my heart to yours. Thank you guys. I'll see you soon. Please keep sharing my work. Please keep saving. Please keep commenting. Let's push this algorithm. It's still kind of like static. It's gotten a little bit better, but yeah, please help me to get this work out to the world and to, you know, assist in doing what I do so we can all heal the planet together. Okay. I love you. Bye.